Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Pleasant good evening. Every Sunday we are having different topics to boost our own spirits, to be positive, to be happy, to be peaceful, to be calm in any kind of situation, how to manage our stresses, day to day problems with much grace and dignity. So, all these things we are listening. So, we have today another episode with dear brother Jacob Vijay Kumar Garu for life saving skills. So, let's welcome brother Jacob onto the stage with a round of applause. So, last week also he was kind enough to teach us some very critical things of life which day to day people generally are facing and how we can overcome all those things. So, today brother Jacob will be teaching some more critical things like bleeding, head, spine injuries, how we can manage them or how we can overcome them, heart attacks, stroke, burns, fractures, snake bite, choking. These are daily things which we face. But once we have the solution with us, then it is easy to face the situation.
Okay, how many people attended last week? Okay, so less than 50%. I do a small revision what we did last week. So you will understand connectivity. The people who attended first time, they can understand what I'm going to teach. Okay, very simple. Last week we learned if someone heart stops, किसी का हार्ट रुक गए तो नहीं किसी का सांस रुक गए तो हाउ टू रिस्टार्ट एनीबॉडी कैन रिमेंबर ओके आई डू अगर किसी का हार्ट रुक गया नहीं तो किसी का सांस बंद हो गया इट मीन्स दैट इज नॉट एंड ऑफ द लाइफ अपने को कुछ टाइम है एक आदमी को बचाने के लिए आर यू विथ मी आर यू विथ मी ओके किसी को बचाना बोले तो अपने पास कुछ टाइम है ओके थोड़ा सा समझने के लिए कोशिश करें तो 50% ऑफ द डिजास्टर वी कैन रिड्यूस इंडिया में हर साल more than 4 lakh people are dying on the roads, okay, especially in water, equal number on the roads. In that 50% of the people can easily survive if they get a helping hand. If they get helping hand, उनको थोड़ा सा भरोसा मिले तो वो बच जा सकता है. So this is what we are trying to promote. ओके सो लास्ट वीक वी लर्न अगर किसी का हार्ट रुक गए तो क्या करना है अपन कोई बोल सकते हैं सीपीआर का वेरी गुड गिविंग क्लैप्स क्या करना सीपीआर करना बोले तो व्हाट इज द कंडीशन एक आदमी का सांस नहीं है एंड हिज हार्ट इज नॉट फंक्शनिंग सीपीआर करने का पहले अपन कुछ करना है मैं एक डॉक्टर को इंट्रोड्यूस करा क्या नाम है उनका डॉक्टर का नाम डॉक्टर ABC याद है ना नाम क्या है डॉक्टर का सभी बोलना क्यों बोले तो अपन इधर से कान में जाएगा इफ यू रिपीट दे रिटेन इन योर माइंड नहीं तो अपन भूल जाएगा क्यों बोलते इतना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है ना कोई रोज मिलने वालों को अपन याद कर सकता है बट कभी साल में मिलने वालों को अपन कभी कभी भूल जाएगा सो व्हाट इज द डॉक्टर नेम डॉक्टर ABC बीच में और एक लेटर है डॉक्टर SABC ओके डी मतलब डेंजर हु सेड डेंजर गिविंग 4 क्लैप्स डी मतलब देखा अपन भूल गया यू नो वेरी वेल इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फिर भी एज ह्यूमन बीइंग वी हैव आवर लिमिट्स डी मतलब एवरीबॉडी रिपीट डी मतलब डेंजर से क्या करना डेंजर को हटाना नहीं तो आदमी को डेंजर से बाहर लेके आना विच इज पॉसिबल वी हैव टू डू दैट नहीं तो अपन को नुकसान होगा सोचिए एक आदमी पानी में गिर गया वो डूब जा रहे, लोग क्या करते हैं, सब आके उधर करते हैं, बीच में और 2 जन नीचे गिरने का चांसेस है। अगर आप उनको बचाने के लिए, आपको तीरना आता है, उनको लेना आपको मालूम है, आप जंप करने के अंदर और 2 गिर गए तो आपको कितना आदमी को बचाना है? 3 आदमी को। 3 आदमी बचाने के टाइम में अपने को भी कुछ खतरा हो सकता है। सो ऑल द टाइम डेंजर को हटा देना, नहीं तो डेंजर से अपन बाहर आना। डी के बाद आर। आर मतलब रेस्पॉन्स नहीं मिल रहा मेरे को। वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, रेस्पॉन्स। क्यों बोलते हो? हर इंसिडेंट में, एक्सीडेंट्स में पीपल विल बी इन शॉक। 99% पीपल विल बी इन शॉक। अगर उनको वो शॉक से बाहर लेके आ सके तो 99% ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम यू आर एलिमिनेटेड। 99% प्रॉब्लम को आप हटा दिया। आदमी को पहले शॉक से बाहर लेके आना, उनको भरोसा देना, मैं हूं ना, डोंट वरी। आपको कितना भी प्रॉब्लम है, आपको लगता है अरे कुछ हो रहा मेरे को, मगर जैसा हॉस्पिटल गया, डॉक्टर से मिला, डॉक्टर बताया कुछ ना, डोंट वरी, इमीडिएटली अपन को थोड़ा उम्मीद मिलता है, भरोसा, हाँ अरे डॉक्टर साहब अटेंड हुआ, कुछ नहीं बोला, डॉक्टर बोला कुछ नहीं होता, बिकॉज दैट इंटेंशन, वो भरोसा अपन देना है आदमी को। वेदर यू कैन सेव दैट पर्सन और नॉट, आई डोंट नो। डेंजर से हटाने के बाद रेस्पॉन्स चेक करो, अगर रेस्पॉन्स में है तो यू हैव टू गिव ए मोरल मेंटल सपोर्ट। ओके, अगर रेस्पॉन्स नहीं है देन क्या करना? शाउट फॉर हेल्प, शाउट फॉर हेल्प। 4 क्लैप्स फॉर यू सर। ओके, शाउट फॉर हेल्प। क्यों बोले तो आप नेक्स्ट ABC करेगा, मगर कितना देर करेगा? वी नीड हेल्प, सो इमीडिएटली कॉल एम्बुलेंस। एम्बुलेंस का नंबर 108। एम्बुलेंस को कॉल करिए, डोंट वेस्ट योर टाइम, आस्क समबडी। मेरे जैसे लोग बहुत फुल अराउंड रहता है ना, आस्क समवन, सो दे कॉल एम्बुलेंस। देन यू हैव टू चेक एयरवे चेक करना, कुछ माउथ के अंदर कुछ अटके है, यू हैव टू क्लीन एंड सी वेदर दे आर ब्रीदिंग और नॉट। बी मतलब एयरवे क्लीन करने के बाद बी। अगर ब्रीथिंग है तो इट्स गुड, दे आर सेफ। और कुछ चोट लगा, ब्लीडिंग हो रहा, फ्रैक्चर हुआ, वी कैन डू दोज ऑल थिंग्स। अगर ब्रीथिंग नहीं है तो इफ देर इज नो ब्रीथ, तुरंत अपना करना है CPR। CPR मतलब कार्डियो मीन्स हार्ट, P मीन्स पल्मोनरी लंग्स। वो दोनों काम करना बंद हो गया, सो वो काम अपन बाहर से करना है। ओके, CPR मतलब कार्डियो पल्मोनरी रिससिटेशन। बस वो आसान का काम है, उसके लिए बहुत पढ़ाई लिखाई का जरूरत नहीं है। एनीबडी कैन डू दैट, एनीबडी कैन डू दैट। ओके, इन स्विमिंग पूल्स वी टीच द टेक्निक इवन फॉर स्वीपर्स। उनको भी मालूम होना, अगर कोई पानी में डूब गया, कोई बचा के लेके आया, तुरंत दे हैव टू डू दैट। एवरीबडी कैन लर्न दैट। ओके, चिल्ड्रन, आई कैन सी मेनी चिल्ड्रन, आर यू रेडी टू लर्न? Children, are you ready? Okay, chalo. So how to do that we will see practically once. I will show that. Otherwise, I think last week program you are going to telecast, sir. If you can take that link, so you can see that full length. It is almost 1.5 hour. It is very detailed. वो भी watch करिए, then you will get in connection with this next program. Okay. So अगर किसी को प्रॉब्लम है, ओके, आप सभी इधर ही है, मैं एक ही बात कहना चाहता हूं, जो आप सीखते हैं दैट इज ए रिफिल टाइम। जस्ट इमेजिन, एक आदमी को घर में हार्ट अटैक आया, कोलैप्स्ड, नहीं तो एक आदमी को स्ट्रोक ही गॉट, नहीं तो एक आदमी पानी में डूब गया, रोड के ऊपर एक्सीडेंट हो गया। कम से कम 15-20 मिनट से आधा घंटा होता ना डॉक्टर के पास जाने के लिए। वो आधा घंटा उनको कुछ भी हेल्प नहीं मिलेगा। अगर उनको वो आधा घंटा अपन हेल्प कर सके तो बाद में डॉक्टर्स दुनिया करेगा। डॉक्टर्स विल डू द बेस्ट। दैट हाफ एन आवर क्या करना अपन सीखना है, वो हाफ एन आवर 1 आवर। अगर किसी सांस नहीं ले रहा, अपने पास खाली 2-3 मिनट 5 मिनट का टाइम है, You have to do something in 1, 2, 3 minutes. अगर थोड़ा लेट हो तो 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Every minute is disaster. If you do something in first minute, there are 90% chances to save that person. But if you want to do anything in first 8 minutes, बाद में the best world best कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट आए तो भी कुछ भी नहीं कर सकता, मगर पहला मिनट आप साथ में है तो आप कर सकता है. अगर घर में हुआ कुछ, कौन करेगा? अपन ही करना पड़ेगा. अपना घर में अपन ही रहता है, बाहर से कोई नहीं आएगा. सो एवरीबडी हैज टू लर्न. ओके, फ्रॉम दैट मिनट फर्स्ट हाफ एन आवर क्या करना. ओके, जस्ट आई डू अ स्मॉल डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन फॉर न्यू पीपल हाउ टू डू CPR. I do in 5 minutes, then we will get into the new subject. Okay? This is called mannequin. मेरी आवाज सुन रहा? 2-3 मिनट, I don't want to waste time. This is called mannequin, like human being. Okay? अगर किसी को घर में शॉक लगा, okay? Electrical wire, okay? मैं कुछ आयरन कर रहा हूँ, suddenly शॉक मारा. Okay? I am affected with I am affected with electrocution. मेरे शॉक मारने के टाइम में आप आके मेरे को पकड़े तो क्या होता है? You also in the danger. पहले क्या करना? डेंजर बोले तो क्या करना? मेन स्विच ऑफ करिए, रिमूव द प्लग, देन यू कैन डू हेल्प फॉर मी. सो डेंजर हटा दिया ना, व्हाट टू डू नेक्स्ट? रिस्पॉन्स चेक करिए. शॉक मारा, ओके, तुरंत रिस्पॉन्स चेक करिए. रिस्पॉन्स चेक करना क्यों बोले तो in any accident or any danger, people get into shock. Suddenly they got electric shock, so they will get into emotional shock. क्या हुआ समझ में नहीं आता. चेक रिस्पॉन्स. हेलो भाई क्या हुआ? कभी कभी ऐसा भी होता है, आप 100 करोड़ आपको लॉटरी में आ गया, 100 करोड़, शॉक में जा सकता है. तुरंत यू हैव टू कॉल देम. ओके, मैं तो एक मदर को फोन कर लिया, आपका बेटे को एक्सीडेंट हो गया. बेटा, because only one son, they get into shock. We have to bring them into consciousness. So I'm checking response. Hello, can you hear me? Response नहीं है, थोड़ा जोर से पुकारिए. Okay, मारने के लिए कोशिश करिए. Just check his response. उनका ब्रेन काम करना बंद हो गया. When you check response, it may start working. Last time I told you, your brain controls your entire system. आपका heart controlling by brain. आपका लंग्स कंट्रोलिंग बाय ब्रेन. अगर ब्रेन काम नहीं करे तो सोने के टाइम में हार्ट बंद होना है, बट इट कंटिन्यूस वर्क्स. आप अच्छा बिरयानी खा के सो गया, डाइजेशन होते रहता है. द सबकॉन्शियस माइंड, ब्रेन कंट्रोल्स एवरीथिंग. अगर ब्रेन काम करना बंद हो गए तो फैन काम करेगा, लाइट काम करेगा, बट पावर नहीं है तो जैसा स्विच ऑफ होता ऐसा पूरा सिस्टम स्विच ऑफ हो जाएगा इफ ब्रेन इज नॉट वर्किंग. व्हेन यू चेक रेस्पॉन्स, your brain reacts for that. Turant, it reacts for every control in its body. It controls the heart, it controls the lungs, it controls the circulatory system, everything. Okay? So check for response. अगर response नहीं मिले तो you did a wonderful job. If there is no response, क्या करना है? भाई थोड़ा 108 कॉल करिए. Okay? Then I have to check airway. कुछ अटक के है क्या गले में? बिकॉज आप सांस देने के टाइम में ऐसे सोचिए, एक्सीडेंट में उनका दांत निकल गया, इधर अटक गया, नहीं तो उन्हें कुछ खाना खा रहा था, खाना अटक गया, फ्रूट है नहीं तो चॉकलेट है. अगर ब्रीथ देने के लिए कोशिश करता अंदर नहीं जाएगा, बिकॉज इट इज ऑब्स्ट्रक्टिंग. ओके, सो पहले मुंह खोल के अंदर देखिए कुछ है तो यूज यूर इंडेक्स फिंगर. ओके, अंदर रखे, जस्ट क्लीन इट, रिमूव इट. वंस रिमूव, चेक फॉर ब्रीदिंग. क्या चेक करना? आपका कान पुट नियर नोस एंड माउथ. नोस एंड, चिल्ड्रन टेल मी, नोस एंड कान उधर रख के 3 तरीके से चेक करो. नंबर 1, सुनिए आवाज आ रहा है. नंबर 2, ब्रीदिंग. ओके, हॉट ब्रीज, थोड़ा आपको टिकल होता है. ओके, सो चेक ब्रीथ इज कमिंग एंड सी द चेस्ट ऑल्सो, ऊपर नीचे हो रहा, हाथ रखे. ब्रीथ नहीं है तो क्या करना? CPR. क्या करना? CPR मतलब वेरी सिंपल, 2 ब्रीथ्स देना है. हाउ मेनी ब्रीथ्स? एवरीवन, हाउ मेनी ब्रीथ्स? एंड 30 कंप्रेशंस देना है. हाउ मेनी कंप्रेशंस? हाउ मेनी ब्रीथ्स? कंप्रेशंस ब्रीथ, कंप्रेशन. हाउ मच टाइम यू हैव टू डू? करते जाना है. डॉक्टर साहब रोको बोलने तक आप करते जाना. जैसा करना दिखाऊंगा. किसी को सांस देने के टाइम में पहला उनका नाक बंद कर देना. क्या बंद करना? ट्राई टू क्लोज योर नोज विथ योर लेफ्ट हैंड. ओके, देन रेज योर चिन. वाई? व्हेन यू रेज यू कैन, सांस लेना बहुत आसान होता है. यस और नो? सो उनका भी मैं ऐसा ओपन करूं तो मैं जो सांस देता हूं आसान से अंदर जाएगा. अंडरस्टैंड? सो क्लोज द नोज, रेज हिज चिन, ओपन हिज माउथ. आपका मुंह लॉक कर दीजिए विक्टिम का मुंह को. ओके, अंडरस्टैंड? ओपन योर माउथ वाइडली, टेक हिज एंटायर माउथ इनटू योर माउथ एंड ब्लो द ब्रीथ व्हाट यू हैव. ओके, मैं करता हूं, देखिए. चेस्ट ऊपर आएगा. Have you seen? 1. ऊपर आया? आ गया? अगर ऊपर नहीं है तो क्या है? ब्रीथ अंदर नहीं जा रहा है. ब्रीथ अंदर नहीं गई तो फायदा नहीं है. अंडरस्टैंड? ओके. 2 breaths here. Then what I have to do? Compressions. Compressions कहां देना? Everyone, keep your hand at your armpit. There are a lot of methods, but it is easy. बीच में लेके आइए. Only this part, not your palm, only heel of the hand, exactly in the middle. Okay, this one. And interlock your fingers. Sabhi try करिए. Interlock your fingers, hold, ऊपर लगा के, give your entire weight. Okay, how many compressions? Count everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't hear. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 8, 9, 30. How many breaths? How many compressions? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just keep doing. How many breaths? How many compressions? Breathe, compression, breathe, compression. No rest. No rest for us. क्यों बोले तो अभी इतना लोग बैठे हैं, आराम से बैठा है ना. कोई सांस बंद कर दिया, चलते जा रहा है. आपका हार्ट कोई स्टॉप कर सकता? वो कंटिन्यू होते रहना. ये आदमी को भी वही होते जाना है. अगर उन्हें जिंदा रहना बोले तो यू हैव टू कीप कंटिन्यूअसली. Some children are 10 years, some children are 5 years, some are 60 years, but heart never stopped. It is working continuously. It has to work continuously. Okay? So 2 breaths करना है, 30 compressions करना है. 2 breaths करना है, 30 compressions करते जाना. घर में हुआ, चलो, keep doing. Suddenly, you heard that ambulance is at the ground floor. Okay, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, lift him, put in the lift, keep doing. 10-15 सेकंड टाइम वेस्ट होता, नो प्रॉब्लम, डूइंग. आ गया नीचे, एम्बुलेंस से स्ट्रेचर आ गया, चलो एक बार करो, पकड़ो, पुट इन द एम्बुलेंस, अगेन कंटिन्यू. हॉस्पिटल गया, बट डॉक्टर इज नॉट अवेलेबल, कीप डूइंग. जब डॉक्टर आके बोलना है, भाई मेरा काम करने दो, आप रेस्ट ले लो, तब तक आप करते जाना. ओके ओके. व्हेन यू आर डूइंग दिस, डिपेंड्स ऑन द कंडीशन. सोचिए एक आदमी पानी में डूब गया, means जबरदस्ती his heart is stopped. If you do immediately, there are 90 to 100% chances sometimes he can recover. Okay? So when you are doing compressions, there are some chances to recover this person in the middle. वो अपन को कैसा मालूम होता है बोले तो, when you are doing compressions, when you give breath, it is an external force you are giving. If the brain starts reacting your activity, जब ब्रेन को ऑक्सीजन मिल रहे हैं ना, इट इज लाइक इट्स लाइक एन इंजन. जैसा कार्बोरेटर से पेट्रोल इंजन में जाएगा, मारने के टाइम में सडनली इट स्टार्ट्स, इट स्टार्ट लाइक दैट. व्हेन इट्स गेटिंग ऑक्सीजन, द ब्रेन रिएक्ट्स एंड द एक्टिविटी स्टार्ट्स. व्हेन हिज ब्रेन स्टार्ट्स वर्किंग, the brain understands, इतना जोर से दबा रहे सो खांसी आना, नहीं तो वॉमिटिंग करना. If a person is coughing or vomiting, means you are doing a fantastic job. Just wait for a minute, turn him aside. वॉमिटिंग करे तो करने दो, टर्न हिम असाइड, जैसा वॉमिटिंग होता है नहीं तो खांसी होता है, देन क्लीन हिज माउथ, फिर बी से शुरू करो, ब्रीथिंग कर रहा है नहीं, ब्रीथिंग नहीं है तो सी अगेन 2 ब्रीथ्स 30 कंप्रेशन, अगर ब्रीथिंग है पुट हिम इन द सेम पोजीशन, रेस्ट लेने दो, बट एवरी मिनट कीप चेकिंग वेदर ही इज ब्रीदिंग और नॉट, बिकॉज उनका दिल एक बार रुक गया फिर रुक सकता है, सो एवरी मिनट चेक, ओके, जैसा इफ इज फाइन, उन्हें बैठा बात कर रहा है, इवन दो टेक हिम टू हॉस्पिटल, बाद में डॉक्टर डिक्लेयर करेगा उन्हें वेदर इज सेफ और नॉट, अंडरस्टैंड, ओके, देन I think last week's video can give you more information about how to do CPR on baby, infants and small children, everything. Please try to watch that. Okay. Now I am getting into the new subject. Okay. Last week, okay, just I show you for new people some pictures. Okay. This is actually our circulatory system. Pardon me? Okay. This is circulatory system. Okay. अपन जो ब्लड सर्कुलेशन है, okay, हार्ट ब्लड सर्कुलेशन होते रहता है, हार्ट वर्क्स लाइक ए पंप, ओके, देन सेकंड वन इट इज रेस्पिरेटरी, अपन ब्रीथ जो लेते हैं अंदर जाने का आने का, जस्ट दिस इज अ कॉमन थिंग, आई शो यू सम इंपॉर्टेंट. This is when you do CPR, if you raise his head, अब जो सांस देना बहुत आसान होता है, if you are not raising the chin, सांस अंदर जाना मुश्किल होता है, okay, very simple this one, and this is when you are giving compression, okay, when you are giving compression, when you press on the heart squeezes, and when you release it takes blood inside, okay, कभी भी CPR करने के टाइम में put your hands on the chest, you are connected, don't beat, just your weight is on the person, then from there inside, okay, but you are not banging, okay, from there inside. How much we have to put? 1/3 of the chest. If chest height जितना है उसमें 1/3 you have to do compression. Okay, and when you stand, when you sit, your hand should come 90 degrees above the person, so you can put your whole weight, so it is easy. Okay, okay. When you're doing these compressions, okay, don't do these compressions in the cushion. If mattress is there, if you do compressions, it won't apply properly. So put on a solid surface. जमीन के ऊपर बहुत आसान रहता है, नहीं तो ऐसा solid table or something. On the bed, if you do CPR, it won't impact perfectly. Okay, because whatever compression you give, the bed subsidizes that. So you can't give perfect compressions. All the time on solid surface. Okay. Then when you give, okay, just I want to give a small clue. The CPR is common for adults, children, and infants also. Same. How many breaths? How many breaths? How many compressions? For children, for infants, for adults, no difference. 2 breaths, 30 compressions. Only the size of the breath. For adults, normally we inhale and exhale half liter of breath. उसमें आधा करिए, that is enough for small children. Small means half of our size. If they are infant, गोद में है, उनके लिए काली एक माचिस लगाओ, that much is enough. जैसा माचिस को आप light off करते हैं, that much is enough. Okay, you have to do that. Okay, and adults who करने के टाइम में I am using 2 hands. If I am doing for children, उनको एक ही हाथ से करता हूँ, but compression depth is same, 1/3 of their chest height. Simple. If they are infant, 1/3 of their chest height. Okay. Then I go. This is for adults. We do, and this is for children. 1 hand, and this is for infant. If they are very small children, 2 fingers you use for compression. Breathe करने के टाइम में you cannot close the nose, open the chin because very small. So take their nose and mouth into our mouth and make a small gentle puff. That much is enough, 2 times. Then compression with your 2 fingers. Clear? Clear? Okay. आप जितना जोर से बोल तो मेरे को भी लगता है everybody is with me. Okay. Okay. So just please watch the last time thing. Just during ventilation. Okay. मैं थोड़ा सा last time जो CPR attend हुआ आपको भी and new people also. When you are doing breathing, मैं सांस दिया ना, देने के बाद क्या करा? I take fresh breath from other direction. Don't breathe उधर ही लिए तो ऑक्सीजन लेवल्स कम होते रहता है वो ब्रीथ में. Okay, all the time. Just compressions देने के टाइम में please keep your heel of the hand. Okay, and third one. Okay, don't means you have to be 90% above the victim. You have to give compressions. नहीं तो ऐसा करके करे तो then it goes. It won't apply exactly on the chest, on the heart. Yes, you have to do directly 90 degrees. Okay. Between compressions, compression करने का time में release the pressure, but don't release your hands. Your hands are all the time connected. Pressure, release. Pressure, release. 30 times. Okay. That's it. Your elbow should be straight. Okay. This is very important. If you start CPR on a person, okay, first try to understand your intention is you want to save a life. Yes or no? Yes. एक आदमी को बचाना. आप मिस्टेक कर सकता है, नहीं तो अच्छा भी कर सकता है. But government court says your intention is 100% right, so no need to worry. Okay? The Delhi High Court issued a decree. When you do CPR, if something goes wrong, his intention is to save the person. So you are not supposed to call to the police station also. Police can come and ask you, "अरे क्या हुआ? आप क्या करा?" That's it. If you say first I gave only compressions, बाद में याद आया आधा घंटे के बाद breathe देना. If you tell that also, they won't say that. Okay, they tried. डॉक्टर के हाथ में भी लोग मरते हैं ना. So no need to worry. Okay. If victim is bleeding, this is one of the important. Last time somebody asked me questions from this side. अगर किसी आदमी को bleeding हो रहा, मैं कंप्रेशन दे रहा हूँ, क्या होता? मैं हाथ के ऊपर हाथ पंप कर रहा है, so bleeding अच्छा सर्कुलेट होता है, bleeding बाहर भी जा रहा है. So if when you are doing CPR, if somebody is having any bleeding, ask someone to put a bandage there. We have to stop, but don't stop CPR. We have to continue, because if there is no oxygen supply to the brain, it's a disaster. Okay. When you are doing CPR, airway should be well elevated, then only the breathing will go inside. This is very important. Use a barricade. Nowadays, COVID, even some people might have some other infections in their lungs. So when you are doing mouth-to-mouth breathing, if they are having any infections, you may expose to that, or if you have anything, they may expose. So all the time, if you have a chuni, put couple of layers, then you can do. Otherwise, CPR masks are available for 5 rupees to 10 rupees. We can use and we can throw it out. Otherwise, there are masks available like institutions we can keep in the first aid kit, so we can use that. But directly mouth-to-mouth breathe is not good. Sometimes, अपन को लगता है उनका मुंह से bleeding हो रहा, we can't do CPR, we can't do breathing. वो टाइम पे क्या करना है? Just keep his airway open. Try to keep his mouth open. Then keep it like that. Then keep doing only compressions. No need to count. Just keep doing, because इधर भी दबाए तो सांस अंदर बाहर जाते आते रहता है. That is also 90% works like normal CPR. Some places we are not able to do mouth-to-mouth breathe, so we have to do only compressions. Okay? No, that is not at all wrong, because your intention is to save that person. उनका दिल रुक गया. His question आपको समझ में आ गया? अगर ribs break हुए तो, नहीं तो already ribs are broken, उसका sternum broken. अंदर क्या है? Heart. वो बंद हुए तो 2-3 मिनट, नहीं तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 5 मिनट का टाइम है. आप कुछ करें तो उनको बचा सकता, नहीं तो there is no life. वो आदमी को कुछ भी नहीं कर सकता. So when you are doing CPR, if any extra damages happens, like his ribs broken, नहीं तो more bleeding हो रहा, that is not our business. 1-2 मिनट में अगर उनका heart function हुआ तो he may survive. Later, doctor can do treatment for that ribs or whatever it may be. But if his heart is not functioning, we don't have time at all. We have only one option, doing CPR. I know one person in Apollo hospitals. His name is Dr. Joshi. He is head of the emergency services. Every day he can see in his monitors all over India at least 10-15 death cases. Okay. So what he mentioned is his father affected with cardiac arrest. In front of him, he is doing a gym in his home, and father collapsed in the sofa. He just put him on the floor, started doing CPR. He is one of the top emergency response doctor. Started is the option. He is having only one thing, that he has to do CPR. Even we have to do the only CPR. If there is any damage, we are not responsible for that, but you need to do CPR. There is no other option. He did CPR for 19 minutes and his father is survived. Later, he lived 8 more years extra. That is what. Okay. So if any damage happens, doctor will take care. We no need to worry about that. Okay, sir? Thank you. Thoda.
Water has to come out, right? पहले.
Very good question, sir. जो कोई पानी में डूब गए तो पानी, nobody tried to, okay, they drink water. Actually, they try to breathe. So they won't drink water, they inhale water. Instead of going into the stomach, water will go into stomach, but mainly the water goes into the lungs. If water पेट में जितना भी पानी होने दो, it won't disturb your respiratory system. आपका हार्ट चलने का पानी नहीं है अगर lungs में, जो breathe जाएगा आएगा, it's not a problem. If he is having more water in the stomach, no need to remove them. But just remember, if a person पानी में डूब गया, जैसा you mentioned, once you bring him out, when you do CPR, when you try to do CPR, if instead of coming breathe out, means when I blow air will come out. When it goes inside, air will come out. Instead of air, if water comes out, that is the indication that person is having water in his lungs. Try to understand, it's very important. Okay, thank you very much. वो lungs में जहाँ पानी है, if you do CPR, when you are doing compressions, yes, there are a lot of chances of coming water from his nose and mouth. Okay, उसी जगह में, especially in drowning cases, when you do CPR, there are a lot of chances of response. When you get response, the person starts vomiting. Okay, if you vomit, turn aside. In vomit, if you vomit water or something, then you have to treat him as a special case, because you have to keep only CPR. We don't know anything else. Okay, do CPR. 2 breaths, 30 compressions. 2 breaths, 30. If you get vomit, turn him aside. If he is breathing on his own, good. If he is not breathing, again you have to continue. But when you reach to the doctors को भी उसमें थोड़ा ध्यान देना पड़ेगा अपन. When you reach to the doctor, inform to the doctor that the person is having water in his lungs. Okay, person is having water in his lungs, so he should be under the doctor's supervision for 24 hours minimum. Otherwise, doctors has to supervise him 24 hours. In 24 hours, if there is no danger, no problem. Otherwise, there is possibility of that water. When he is standing, the water may stagnate at the lower levels, but when he sleeps, the water become like a barricade, and it won't allow whatever breath we take, it won't allow oxygen to get into the blood, and it won't allow carbon dioxide to come out. It becomes like a layer. So it's called secondary drowning. It's called secondary drowning. Already pani mein dub gaya, but his lungs are drowned with water. Okay, so pani hai to, it's called secondary drowning. You have to inform to the doctor. So doctor 24 hours ध्यान दिए तो बाद में the system it gets up. In Nizamabad में एक बच्चा swimming pool में डूब गया. The lifeguard immediately jumped. Maybe actually that pool was locked. Children jumped into the water. Somebody drowned. Lifeguard देख के भाग के आके उनको निकाल दिया. He did CPR. That boy was survived. He took his bicycle. He is not able to do that cycling. He went on walk to home. He had some lunch at home. He slept. Evening 4 o'clock, mother was trying to wake him up. He found dead because of water in the lungs. Understand? So if water is there in the lungs, when you do CPR, if he's vomiting water from his nose, his mouth, you have to treat him as a special case. Inform to the doctor that person is having filled with water in his lungs. Okay, sir? Okay. Okay. Use handkerchief or any mask when you are doing mouth-to-mouth breathing. Okay. When you are doing count, how many you are doing? Sometimes I am doing, okay, since 5 minutes I am doing 17 or 27, what I did. Suddenly I get a confusion. Okay, so all the time count loud. So it educates the people who are standing around you. So they understand, oh, every time he's doing 30 compressions. If you are tired, it is really hard work. If you do 2 minutes, you will start sweating because you have to give 2 breaths, get on, do compressions, 2 breaths. Okay, so while if you ask somebody to do compressions, only you can manage giving breaths. Give 2 breaths, ask him to do 30 compressions because you know how to do. So ask him to count loud or you count loud. So it is a assisting each other. Okay, count loud and practice CPR on. Yes, sir.
Him's mouth or
Pardon me?
after giving breathes, we
No
have
need.
to close. No need, right?
See, whenever you are giving compression, just imagine you're sleeping on your bed. Suddenly your child jumps on you. What happens? Air will come very fast. So it happens. Let it go. See, when you are giving breathing, you are particularly focusing on sending breathe inside. Otherwise, there is breathe in and out is happening in each and every compression. So let it happen. No need to worry. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
And do practice only on mannequin or pillow. Never practice whatever you're watching now on your partner or your children or your friends. Okay? Don't practice. उनका हाथ सीधा काम कर रहे हैं, आप दबा के उसको नहीं. Okay? Don't do practicals. Okay? आप कभी भी CPR करने का टाइम है. Just remember, last time also I mentioned, one of my friend, my colleague, he did CPR for 1 to 2 minutes on his mother. His mother got cardiac arrest. He tried 1 minute only. He did 2 breaths, 30 compression, 2 breaths, 30 compression, 2 breaths, 30 compression. There is no response, so he left his mother. He said, okay, he's due. But later I thought I didn't teach him properly. So I am insisting again and again. Once you start, you are not supposed to stop until doctor or any professional asks you to stop. Okay? They will take care. Okay? And don't declare that, okay, मैं अभी तक 2 minute करा, no response, वो मर गया. That is not our job. Doctor will declare करेगा. Okay? Okay? Okay. Next, I am going to the next way. Okay. This is recovery position. If when you are doing CPR, if the person starts breathing, you have to put in his position. Very simple. आपका right hand. Just show your right hand. Phone बात करिए. Hello. Okay. And left hand. दोस्त आया. Hi. This is the position. Okay. Then turn him aside. उनका एक right hand put on his left ear and left hand just like a hi. Then turn him aside. Okay. And you can give a support of his leg. 90 degrees रखिए. Then keep his airway open. This is very important. Keep his airway open. Mouth also open. Okay. That is recovery position. We don't have time. Okay. Now I'm getting into the new topics. Okay. Okay. Now I am teaching you choking. Choking मतलब अगर कुछ खाने के टाइम में नहीं तो कुछ some people video game खेलते रहते हैं at the same time they eat something, concentration goes in different places. So suddenly जो खाना पेट में जाना है, if it goes all of a sudden into the airway, खांसी आता है. If a small morsel of rice, अगर आप सांस के जगह पे गए तो you can't, it won't stay there. Until it comes out, you keep coughing. Okay. Sometimes big particle, if it obstructs in the throat, it may cause for death. Okay, I explained about one top army person, Air Force person. When he was eating a chicken piece, it choked in his mouth. He is not able to breathe, and he collapsed. He lost his life. Okay, even Mira Banja, he was very small, 6 months old. Okay, he was on a bed. He is playing. My home was full of students. Tuitions chalta tha. A small girl came with an orange chocolate and put it in his mouth. Okay, it is very sweet. That boy was, it is chewing there, and all of a sudden, what happened? We don't know. Just I am reading a newspaper. I didn't pay. Sometimes we are very serious reading newspaper. My sister came and shouted, "Annaya, something is going wrong." Then I saw him. He was very fair, but his face became bluish, and I can see some saliva is coming out, and his hand was very weak because since some seconds or some minute there is no oxygen supply, face become bluish because of there is no oxygen in his body. Immediately I took him in my hands. I was in shock almost, but I smelled the chocolate orange smell. I got it out because of trainees. Immediately, just I opened his mouth. I can see something saliva. I did a very small technique. Okay, it happens with kids. Okay, especially. He was like this. Okay, just when I took him to see, I smelled orange. Immediately, I did a very simple job. I hold his chin, means airways open, and I put on my hand, and I have to give 5 slaps. How many? 5 slap. Slap is just push forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if it is loose, it can become anytime. Okay, as soon as I tried like this first slap, the chocolate came out and he started screaming. I said, everyone keep silent, and I put him on my lap. In 2 minutes, he slept, and I put him on bed. His face, it took more than half an hour to become from bluish to normal color. Okay, if I won't do a small technique, what I did, a chocolate is choking in his mouth. Okay, until he is like this, because of gravity, it won't come out. It still remains in the throat. When I try to put again is the gravity and give a choke, because if somebody hits on my back, what happens? I start coughing because air comes with a pressure. So when I give one, it came out. So when it is recovered, immediately he started breathing, and he survived. If I hold the baby like this, and if I run to the hospital, I have to come with the body. Yes or no? Very important. It is very simple, logical sense. Okay? If you think logically, you can do a lot of first aid things. Okay? If it is for small children, I am saying. If it is a big person, the same. Anybody can help me? Is that right? Okay? Just imagine someone. Okay, please. Just imagine this person, he got choked in his throat. Okay, thank you. Okay, so when he is getting problem, how you can recognize this? If someone is holding their throat, it is the universal indication. If the indication informs you that he is having some choking problem. Immediately, ask him to bend down. Put your hands on your knees and start coughing. Cough. Jor se. Open your airway and cough. See, when you are standing, if you cough, it remains, stay there. When you bend forward and start coughing, it can come, because of gravity, it can come out easily. And open your airway. If it is not coming out, you can give back slap by using your hands. Okay? Come on, cough. Cough. Okay. He's getting tears because of the force what I'm giving. When he's coughing, if I give a slap on his back, it pushes the air with more vigorously. So if something is stopping there, it comes out. I'm sorry. Are you okay? Okay. When you're doing this, okay, just imagine all the time, imagine the extreme level of problem. Okay? Still it is not coming. we can understand the logic. If something is round or completely blocking that, when you give, it can blow it out. If something is like a bone or anything, if it's stuck there, still person can breathe. He might have problem, but there is a gap, he can breathe easily. Okay, he can breathe with little suffocation. But if the person, when you give back slaps also, if he is not able to get it out, if he is not able to recover from that, what happens? This person can't breathe, so he may collapse. He may collapse due to lack of oxygen. I will explain, sir. Please, thank you. So if you see a person like that, then you have to make him to lie down on the floor. Are you with me? Yes. Lie down on the floor. The problem, what is the problem? Choking. There is something obstructing in his throat. Okay. Now, no need to do CPR. Okay. His heart is functioning better, but he is not having breathing because something is obstructing. Otherwise, heart is functioning normally. So, what you have to do is same compression like CPR, but not 1, 2, 3, 4, not like that. Just keep your pressure and keep his airway open. Okay. Before doing that, first, if he is not breathing, pinch his nose. Do breathe, because breath is not going inside. Okay. If you breathe will not go easily because something is obstructing. But keep continuous pressure, because our internal texture, it enlarges. So when you blow, if there is any chance, breath will go inside. So keep blowing continuously for more than 2 to 3 seconds. It's a continuous pressure like this. Do continuously. Then do one more time. Then give sharp compressions. 1. Wait for 2-3 seconds. 2. Wait for 2-3 seconds. 3. Just because whatever breath I gave, I am trying to put it out with a pressure. 4. 5. Check his mouth. कुछ आ गया बाहर? Good. निकाल दो. कुछ नया आया? Again 2 breaths. And 5. Sharp compressions, but with a big pause. At least 2-3 seconds, you have to give a pause, then give. Again 2 breaths. Until the breath is going in, that person is safe. Because no need to do CPR, because heart is functioning properly, you have to do. ऐसा आप हॉस्पिटल तक लेके गए तो डॉक्टर कुछ भी नहीं करेगा. He put a small hole and put a pipe, and he breathes on his own. Simple. He won't do anything. Later he can say, अरे कल ऑपरेशन करेंगे, कुछ हट गया तो no problem, because he needs breathing. So कहाँ हट गया? Airway में. So below airway, he put a small hole, so it breathes on his own. Okay? So you have to carry to the hospital with minimal requirement of oxygen supply to his body, then sharp compression. Clear? Okay? Very good. Next, I go to the next topic. Sorry. This is for baby, you can do. Okay. This topic, I tell you little later. Okay. I go with heart attack. Very simple. I am trying to help you. If someone is having heart attack, okay, it is not the indication immediately अब तुरंत आप CPR करना नहीं, unless he stops breathing. Okay, unless he stops breathing. So, would you like to see some video? Okay, just I will show you that. So it gives you, it briefs you better than me sometimes. अगर हार्ट के अंदर, दिस इज द हार्ट के अंदर भी ब्लड सर्कुलेटरी कोरोनरी आर्टरीज रहता है, उसमें हार्ट को भी जो ब्लड सर्कुलेशन होना है, दे डू दैट, न्यूट्रिशन एवरीथिंग. अगर उसमें कुछ ब्लॉकेज हो गए छोटा सा, यू कैन सी हियर, this happens because of people who are having much stress job, who are having smoke and some alcohol, these things, the lifestyle, it gives more effect, it more effects on the heart. Okay, so if anybody is having that problem, even I might have, many people might have, but it won't happen overnight. So especially people who smoke or who are having distressed life, उसका क्या होता है, the inside of this pipe, okay, in artery,
The surface is very smooth. Okay, nothing can block. Blood will pass very easily. The people who smoke, okay, who is having more restless times, those all things, for them, there are a lot of chances of getting a rupture on that surface. It becomes rough. So in the blood, um, whatever is blockage, cholesterol, cholesterol, when it is passing through the bloodlines, it starts sticking there. Like जब नाला लेता है, if nala is clear, everything flows away. If one plastic cover stops, then everything stops and it stops the complete supply. Like that, it piled day by day, the cholesterol. So what happens, even though he looks very nice, but suddenly when he runs or when he starts carrying heavy weights, that time heart has to pump fast. When it's tried to pump fast, the blood circulation is coming from the top. So because of that pressure, it goes back because there is no proper passage. So suddenly person get a severe pain in the heart. Suddenly it's like a pinning in the heart. Okay, something is poking in the heart. Okay, if you have a lot of biryani, if a lot of acidity is there, that time also you get pain. But this pain radiates towards your left limbs. It affects on your head, hand, legs. It goes like a shock. Person will do pain, at the same time it radiates into his left side of the part. Okay, that is the indication that person is having problem in the heart. घबरा होने की जरूरत नहीं है. Don't feel bad. What happened? He is putting lot of efforts. He is carrying heavy weights or running. कुत्ते पीछे है so भागना शुरू करा. Suddenly he got that. Just make him to relax first. Okay? बिठाओ. Lose his clothes. Belt है थोड़ा lose करो. Tight है lose करो. Shoes है निकाल दो. Put a chair in front of him. Let him put his legs there. Ask him to relax. Number one. Okay? When he is relaxing, the pressure, the impact also goes down. He can be normal. Okay? This is first level. So, he is normal. जैसा उन्हें एक बार normal बन जाएगा, take him to hospital, doctor ECG करके उनका problem क्या है पता करेगा. If it is having any problem, already he is a heart patient, so he might have his tablets with him, help him, so he can take those tablets, he can recover. अगर ऐसा नहीं, severe attack आ गया, his heart is stopped, he completely collapsed, क्या करना है? CPR. You have the Brahmastra in your hands. Okay. क्या करना? 2 breaths, 30 compressions. Dr. ABC and 2 breaths, 30 compressions करना है. That's it. The final you have in your hands, you can do CPR. Before that, you have to do. Okay. Just see the video so you will understand everything.
Angina develops as a result of lack of oxygen from the coronary arteries to the heart muscle. Angina can occur during physical exertion
symptoms,
or
he's
emotional
having
distress.
pain, restlessness,
The person
heavily
may
sweating,
experience a slow
and pain
onset
in
of
his
pain
chest,
across the chest.
and it
The
radiates
pain
into
may
the
radiate to
right
the neck,
limbs. They are the
jaw,
symptoms.
shoulders, or arms. The
Left
person
limb,
may
sorry.
experience shortness of breath, pale skin, and become distressed. Calm and reassure the person.
You are not
The
supposed
person
to
may
make him
have
hurry.
medication to
आराम से
relieve angina.
उनको बोलिए अब कुछ नहीं हुआ. Just help him
Place them in
and
a
let him
comfortable
relax.
position, usually sitting upright. Assist the person to
I will
take
come
their
to
own medication.
Okay, this person, I want to give 2 simple feedbacks. Number 1, कभी भी आपको मालूम है हार्ट अटैक बोलते क्या होता? पेन इन द चेस्ट. और सेकंड सिम्टम, पेन रेडियस हिज बॉडी. थर्ड, ब्रीथिंग लेना बहुत मुश्किल होता, हेवी स्वेटिंग. आपको मालूम हो गया, वो घबराओ, उनको मत दिखाओ, अरे हार्ट अटैक का प्रॉब्लम, वो हार्ट अटैक बढ़ जाएगा. ओके, जस्ट आस्क हिम टू बी रिलैक्स. बिठाओ. कभी भी इन एनी इमरजेंसी In any emergency, don't give anything to eat or drink. अपन को किसी को चोट लगा इमीडिएटली पानी पिलाने के लिए कोशिश करता है, बट व्हाट साइंस इज सेइंग, अगर आप डॉक्टर के पास गया, कोई मेरे को पानी दीजिए बोलते, तो डॉक्टर पानी नहीं देता है डायरेक्टली, ही पुट सेलाइन इनडायरेक्टली. ओके, बिकॉज अगर आप पानी दिए तो वो पानी अंदर जाना है, इट हैज टू डाइजेस्ट, इट नीड्स ऑक्सीजन फॉर दैट, and it has to be supplied to the entire body. So there are two problems. One, for recovery you need more oxygen, but it is subsidizing some oxygen towards other place. Second thing, he is in shock. When you give water, when he is drinking, he may get into choke. He starts normally you have seen in many places, आप कुछ दिए तो वो पहले खांसी आता है, because his brain is not alert, so problem ज़्यादा होने के लिए chances है. That is not our job. ओके, उनको कुछ भी नहीं देना है, नंबर वन. नंबर टू, मेक हिम सो कंफर्टेबल. ओके, इधर क्या कर रहा, दिस पर्सन उनको ऑलरेडी प्रॉब्लम है, सो जो टैबलेट है वो दिया ना, नेवर पुट टैबलेट इन हिज माउथ एंड डोंट पोर वाटर. टैबलेट उनको दीजिए, सो कॉन्शियस सो टैबलेट लेगा, उन्हें लेगा. ग्लास उनका हाथ में दीजिए, उन्हें जागरूक से वो पानी पी लेगा. आप जबरदस्ती नहीं करना. ओके, सो इट वोंट इम्पैक्ट नेगेटिवली.
If the person's chest pain is not relieved with the rest and medication, seek immediate medical assistance such as an ambulance.
उनको हेल्प करा, but at the same time we have to call hospital. Okay.
Heart attack occurs when a coronary artery becomes completely blocked. The person usually experiences sudden onset of pain across the chest with no relief from their medication or posture. The pain may radiate to the neck, jaw, shoulders, or arms. The person may experience shortness of breath, nausea, pale, sweaty skin, dizziness, fatigue, and become distressed. If you suspect a person is having a heart attack, seek immediate medical assistance such as an ambulance. Do not allow the person to move around unnecessarily, as this will place more strain on the heart. Do not leave the person
and
unattended.
you can take him to hospital.
Loosen any tight clothing around the neck, chest, and waist. Administer medical oxygen if it is immediately available and someone is trained to do so. If the person loses consciousness, proceed with basic life
If heart
support
is stopped,
immediately.
you need to do CPR. Any doubt in heart attack? Yes, please. See, if heart stops, the person breath also will stop, because both are controlling by the brain. If brain is not functioning, then heart and lungs will stop at a time. He is not responding. No, in first case he's responded. He's taking his breath and everything. Yes, that is for completely cardiac arrest. If a person who is not breathing at all, there is no heart function, we have to do CPR. See, cardiac arrest is a complete collapse of the heart function. Heart attack means there is a fluctuation in the heartbeat. Before that is called angina, very primary stage. Okay, for primary stage angina, you have to keep him relaxed, no need to do anything. Because of heavy stress, you got it. Once he is recovered, you can take him to hospital. Heart attack means already he is diagnosed as a heart patient, so they might have their medication with them. We have to help them to take that medication. If heart completely stopped and the person is collapsed, then you have to do CPR. There is no alternative. Yes, you have to. Okay. See, when and you know that is the main thing. We're heavily sweating, pain in the heart, spreading. That's the same thing. Heart attack, little severe because he can't move. Some vomiting sensation, seriousness, dizziness, like getting chakkar aa raha hai, like that. Those severe impacts. Okay. If the same problem, just listen, if the same problem happens in the brain, Nowadays, every year there are more than 1 lakh people are having stroke. It is very simple. We can't do any first aid, but you can diagnose stroke easily. Okay? If the same problem happens in the brain, there is a blockage. Okay? This is also because of lot of stress, as well as they are having some habits like alcohol or smoking. It causes the blood circulation affects with the blood clots. Okay? जहां उनको ब्लॉकेज हो गया, ऊपर ब्लड सर्कुलेशन नहीं हो रहा, इसीलिए ये जगह पूरा इनएक्टिव बन गया. It's looking like a white patch. Okay, this is also not suddenly we can understand. मेरे को भी हो सकता है. Okay, my right side of the brain controls my left side of the body. Okay, my left side of the brain controls my right side of the activities. Okay, अगर कुछ भी हुआ, if the impact comes out, we can understand easily. Okay, मैं आपको एक दो symptoms simple बोलता हूँ. If you see that, we should be very alert. Okay, okay, just imagine एक आदमी को प्रॉब्लम है, स्ट्रोक का प्रॉब्लम, अपन को मालूम नहीं है, बट हाउ वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड. एक आदमी ऐसी बैठा है, बट सडनली ही इज गेटिंग लॉट ऑफ हेडेक. हेडेक इतना है, ही कांट सिट, तो ऐसा पकड़ के जस्ट ही इज हैविंग लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम. ओके, सो ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड हिम, आस्क हिम टू सिट एंड रिलैक्स. इतना पेन आने दो, वो 5 मिनट में थोड़ा आसान बन सकता है, आदमी बात कर सकता है. ओके ओके, then you have to observe his face. Do you have any problem in his facial expressions? हंसने के टाइम में एक तरीका dropping, okay, मुंह एक जगह, either left or right, when he speaking he is not able to move his movements easily. So ऐसा कुछ आपको डाउट आ गया, 3 टेस्ट करना है. How many? Okay, आप रेडी? ओके ओके, मैं जो बोलता हूँ वो करने के लिए कोशिश करिए. सेम थिंग यू कैन आस्क द पर्सन. ओके, पहला आप जोर से हंसना है, एवरीबडी कम ऑन लाफ. आई काउंट. ओके, जैसा उनको बोल दीजिए, जस्ट वी आर चेकिंग. अगर किसी तरफ इफ इज हैविंग एनी डिफेक्ट लाइक वन साइड इज ड्रूलिंग और ड्रॉपिंग, इट इज द symptom of stroke. तुरंत we have to check the second one, because sometimes people might have one side dropping, because some people laugh like that. Hey, kya hai? Okay, so we are not supposed to judge. So next, ask him to do the second one. Everyone please stand up. Okay, मेरे जैसे करना है. हाथ सामने नहीं, साइड नहीं, diagonal. Very slowly you have to raise. Slowly raise your both hands. Just raise slowly. Just raise. आराम से. मैं चेक कर रहा हूं किसी को स्ट्रोक का इफेक्ट है कि. All are okay? Okay, please sit. I tell you. Okay, please sit, sir. When you ask, your both hands are equally raising. Okay, if a person, suppose if he is having a problem at his right hand, okay, एक बार they want to take a picture. Okay, raise your hands. अगर उनको प्रॉब्लम है राइट साइड में, इमेजिन राइट साइड प्रॉब्लम है, देन माय लेफ्ट हैंड आई ट्राई, अरे नहीं वो मेरा राइट हैंड कैन गो, बट लेफ्ट हैंड आई एम नॉट एबल टू लिफ्ट, इट ड्रॉप्स, मीन्स ही इज हैविंग प्रॉब्लम इन हिज राइट. हंसने के टाइम में भी देखो, इज राइट साइड इट इज ड्रूलिंग. ओके, ड्रॉप हो जा रहा, लेफ्ट साइड में ड्रॉप हो रहा, लेफ्ट हैंड ऑल्सो नॉट रेजिंग. सो 90% he is having problem. And one more symptom is there. Ask him to walk on a line. Okay? अगर लाइन में चढ़ने के टाइम में, if he is only falling on one side, only one side, it is indication that he is having stroke effect. अगर दो तरफ इधर उधर है तो आपको मालूम है the impact. But only one side, if it is only one side, he is having serious stroke problem. Now, first aid. First aid में भरोसा दे दो, अरे कुछ नहीं हो आपको, मैं हूं ना, भरोसा दे दो. नंबर 1. नंबर 2, डोंट रश टू द एनी नियरेस्ट हॉस्पिटल, लाइक आरएमपी डॉक्टर है, नहीं तो कोई एमबीबीएस है. डोंट वेस्ट टाइम, बिकॉज एवरी मिनट इज क्रूशियल फॉर देम. जहां न्यूरो फैसिलिटी का हॉस्पिटल रहता है, रश डायरेक्टली टू दैट हॉस्पिटल. मैं बोलता हूं क्यों, अगर 1 घंटे के अंदर वो लेके गया, 1 घंटे के अंदर डॉक्टर गिव वन मेडिसिन इज कॉल्ड टीपीजे, अभी नया भी मेडिसिन हो सकता है, टीपीजे बोल के मेडिसिन देता है डायरेक्टली, एंड पर्सन इन ए डे ही विल बिकम नॉर्मल। 1 घंटे के अंदर आप लेके गए तो। अगर थोड़ा डिले करके 2 घंटे के बाद लेके गया, डॉक्टर हैज टू डू एंजियोग्राम, देन दे हैव टू रिलीज द मेडिसिन, जहां इफेक्ट हुआ there they have to release the medicine. Medicine has to go directly. Okay, and it costs you more, and there are chances of 50-50. 50% they might be paralyzed, 50% they can recover, 20% there are chances to lose their life also. Okay, 1 घंटे से 2 घंटा करे तो। अगर 4 घंटे के ऊपर हुआ, then doctor directly they do a surgery at the place where it impacted, and they have to release the medicine there. 80% they become paralyzed, 50% they may lose their life, and lifelong they have to be treated. अभी बोलिए कितना देर में जा सकते हैं? 1 घंटा भी नहीं, अगर 15 मिनट में जा सके तो 15 मिनट में जाइए, जितना जल्दी हुए तो उतना जल्दी। Okay, very simple. No, that is not our criteria, just I read that, but otherwise doctor will take care. Okay, one simple, I have one more trainer with me, is from Calcutta. उनका मदर को ऐसा फोन कॉल आ गया, his wife also trained, so immediately प्रॉब्लम ये है, immediately तुरंत लेके जाओ, 15 मिनट में गया, next day she discharged. Another person in Hyderabad, Mr. Iqbal, he's a very senior coach in swimming, Old City. उन्हें सेम जो नहीं करना है, पहले आरएमपी डॉक्टर के पास ले गया, next day he took MBBS. That evening, admitted in the hospital, they opened the skull, 3 lakh rupees he paid. Next day, they found she is dead. Only because of delaying. जितना जल्दी हो तो उतना जल्दी जाना है। Clear, sir? Any doubt? Yes, please. Not for you. Like you, children, you never get heart attack. Okay? The people who are having problem in the heart, because for heart also there is blood circulation system. There are coronary arteries. I can show you them. Okay? This is heart. Inside the heart, there is blood lines. Okay? In that, any blockages happens, it causes problem in the heart for them. Okay? Okay. I think I'm clear.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a small doubt.
Please.
One of my relative, sorry,
No problem, please.
one of my relative's friend, he was hospitalized during a heart attack. So the doctors said he already had a heart attack, but he was not aware of it. So how does that happen?
See, that is into deep science. Again, doctors have, in 1 or 2 days, we can learn early. If we can see something, symptoms, we can do some first. If unknown things, again, it includes a lot of science behind that. We are not able to learn in a day or 2. Okay, that it belongs to doctors. Because doctor says all the time, every 6 months go for a test, complete body test. So it may give you some feedback about your system. That I can say.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, I'm going little faster. Next, one more important problem in human's life is bleeding. Okay, चोट लगा, bleeding हो रहा है. If you won't stop, it causes more danger. In our body, 5 to 6 liters blood है अपना पास. 1 लीटर बाहर गया, ऐसा सोचिए एक आदमी किधर कट हो गया, ऐसा पकड़ के हॉस्पिटल यू आर रशिंग, बट इट्स ब्लीडिंग, ड्रॉपलेट्स आर गोइंग. जैसा हॉस्पिटल गया, जितना ब्लड गया नहीं मालूम, हिज कंडीशन बिकम्स वेरी सीरियस. अगर 1 लीटर गया, इज डेंजर. 1.5 लीटर तक गया, एनी मोमेंट ही गेट कार्डियक अरेस्ट, ही कैन डाई. But at the first moment, doing all these phone calls, everything, if you stop there, put a bandage tight, you saved that person. But jahan, okay, number 1, you can put a local pressure. What you can do? Everybody has to say local pressure. Put a clean cloth, put bandage. Number 1. Still, if blood is coming with force, then elevate. You're right, ma. Elevate. ऊपर रख दीजिए. क्यों बोलते हो इधर से ऊपर जाना? थोड़ा हार्ट पंप को मुश्किल होता है, ब्लड सर्कुलेशन. देन टेक हिम टू हॉस्पिटल. ओके, सो आई शो यू सम पिक्चर्स. व्हेन यू डू CPR, that time you need to do, you have to control the blood circulation when you do CPR. Okay, so here I can show you Okay. This is local pressure. First put pressure, cover it. Don't clean with iodine, don't clean with the Dettol, everything. If it is a small one, a rupture, you can do Dettol, you can clean it. But it is heavily oozing, don't do it. Okay? Immediately you have to stop, number one. If there is any particles like glass piece or anything is there, if it is deeply implanted, don't try to pull it out. Don't try to pull it out. Let it be there. Around that, put a bandage. Okay? Again, you need more information about that. But if anything is there deeply implanted, don't try to pull it out. If you pull it out, more bleeding will happen. Okay? There we can use one bandage called donut bandage. Take a, okay, if I get a chance again, I can show that. Otherwise, I think we can get those all bandages online also. Okay? Because we don't have time. So number one, local pressure. Number two, elevate it. Okay? Elevate. Okay, I go for next. There is another one, internal bleeding. External bleeding, you have to stop. Just imagine, if somebody is having a cut here, bleeding, don't put a tight bandage here. Only you have to put pressure on the local. And when you do pressure on the neck, don't keep him in standing position. When blood circulation is minimized to the head by pressing, he get into unconsciousness. So make them to lie down, just slight pressure and stop it. Ask victim to be normal. How much he is in tension, how much he is worried, that much his heart functions faster. Blood circulation goes outside. Make him to comfortable, make him to lie down, ask him to be relaxed. So when heart functions slowly, bleeding also controls easily. That is very, very important. Okay? Then I go, okay. In internal bleeding, when you cough, sometimes you get bleeding. Sometimes bleeding from the mouth, from the nose, sometimes rectal bleeding, vaginal bleeding. If any internal bleeding, we are not supposed to stop. We are not supposed to stop. We have to make him, the person, to be relaxed and rush him to the hospital as soon as possible. अगर कुछ serious हो गया, उनका heart stop हो गया, then you know how to do. How to do? Tube-based 30 compression. That is the Brahmastra in our hands. Okay? Okay. Then I want to show you one more video. Then I'll stop for the day. Okay. This is some information. I can complete it very fast.
An open fracture is when broken bones protrude from the skin and cause.
Okay, just. Here I want to show you two things. Number one, if anybody get any fracture, how to support him. Number two, when fracture is inside, we can give very easily some support. But if there is bleeding, how to control. And last time I mentioned, if something is lodged deeply inside, how to put a bandage. That bandage also you can see at a time. 3. See, everything
An
I
open
explained you.
fracture is when broken bones
Person,
protrude from
when
the
something
skin and
happens,
cause
try
an
to stop your
external
vehicle.
wound.
And see the response first. There is response. So immediately he is calling ambulance. He wants extra support. So he is not doing that work. He stopped another car and informed. So the other person will take time to call the ambulance. Meantime, he is trying to do first aid. Very simple. There is bleeding and you can see there is bone also fractured. So he is using a donut bandage. Donut
Apply
bandage means
padding
you will make
around
like
the
a ring.
protruding bone, avoiding
Okay.
direct
You can
pressure.
take a cloth,
This can be
just
achieved
roll
using
over
the
your
donut
hand,
bandage
your
method.
palm, then it becomes like
Secure
a
the padding
donut.
with a
Put
roller
it-
bandage
let
while
the bone
avoiding
comes
direct pressure
in the
on
middle,
the fracture.
Then put a bandage around that. Okay, just put it. Now we are doing two things. Number one, there is a fracture. So there is a bleeding. First, he is stopping bleeding. Then second one, he has to give support to the fractured bone. For the bone, what equipment he is taking, we can see that. So in the road, on the road, you won't get anything specialized equipment. Whatever is available, you have to develop that. You have to develop that support. Now he stopped the bleeding by putting a local pressure. Okay. Then he's using a mat
Immobilize the injured part
as
with
a
the
support.
use of a
The
splint.
other leg also,
An uninjured
put
body
support
part
to
can
this
also
leg
assist
and
as a
binding
splint.
both legs together, because that bone, when it tied with the other leg, there is no movement at the fractured bone, so it is immobilized. So put tight bandages. Some different knots. Figure 8. So first they stop bleeding. Second, they are immobilizing those limb which is fractured with the support of the other leg, and between his both legs he has given some support. So folds or any movement, it will rescue from that. It will support from that. Don't put bandage on the wound, but you can put the bandage both sides of the wound. The
Do not
support.
move the person unnecessarily.
And
Make the person comfortable and treat for
now,
shock while awaiting medical
there is no
assistance.
bleeding and there is support for his fracture, so we can wait for the help. Okay? Okay. So I think I'm running out of time. So I want to conclude with one important topic which is related to water. Okay. Many people, you might go for picnic or you might go for tours to different water places like Nagarjuna Sagar, you might go, or you might go a swimming pool, or you might go a lake. By seeing the water, people will be excited. Yes or no? Jana. Some people are swimming, jumping. So people who doesn't know swimming also, they also will enter into the water. Okay? Just try to understand. If someone is drowning, don't try to give your hand to save that person. If you are giving your hand, that person is already in trouble. He never care. अरे इतना बड़ा आदमी आके मेरे हाथ दे रहे, so नाजुक पकड़ेंगे नहीं. जैसा पकड़ लिया, इधर आपको खींच लेगा नहीं तो आपके ऊपर चढ़ेगा. Never give your hand. Instead of that, you can take out your shirt, give one end, they hold, pull them. If they are pulling, leave it. You can take some other support, because getting two people into the problem is not right. I think you have seen many times in newspapers, 3 children died, 4 children drowned. Yes or no? Actually, 4 बच्चे नहीं डूब रहा, एक बच्चे डूब रहे, बाकी लोग they try to do something, but एक दूसरों को पकड़ के पानी में डूब जा रहे. In Vijayawada, one person he's a national swimmer. He's teaching swimming to his friends. एक आदमी डूब रहा, दूसरा आदमी को पकड़ा. Now both are having trouble. ये आदमी स्विमर उन्हें जाके एक को पकड़ के अरे हाथ दे दो बोलते उनको पकड़ा, वो भी गिर गया. Those 3 people hold this person, he is not able to swim, 4 people died. Yeah. So what I want to say is, if somebody is drowning, never try to give your hand. Number 1. If you know swimming, you might be best swimmer. Even though, don't go directly, because you have your own problems. Okay, all the time, non-contact. Give something. बाहर से क्या कर सकता? अगर पानी इधर डीप है, मेरे को स्विमिंग नहीं था, जैसा मैं इधर गिर गया, मैं इधर ही डूबते रहता हूँ. मैं उधर तक जाकर वो बीच में नहीं डूबता हूँ. जहां पानी ज्यादा डेप्थ है उधर ही डूबते रहता हूं. So almost he is very near to you. Take a stick nearby, take something, give one end and pull him out. All the time, keep yourself at the safe places. If the person is in water और कोई डूब जा रहे, don't give your hand. Number one, don't try to stand and help him because वो आपको खींचे तो आप भी पानी में गिर जाएगा. All the time, lie yourself on the floor so you have more grip to your body. Then you can use your shirt or something. Give him, pull him out. Never try to give your hand. Number one. Number two, in unknown waters. स्विमिंग जो पानी में डूबने वालों में 85% ऑफ द पीपल उनको स्विमिंग आते हैं. जो स्विमिंग नहीं आता वो पानी में जाते नहीं पहले. ओके, स्विमिंग पूल में वो करते हैं, मैं इधर से उधर तक 25 मीटर स्विमिंग करते हैं एवरी डे. उधर जाके गंडीपेट जाएगा, उधर भी 25 मीटर जाने के बाद उनको याद आता पकड़ने के लिए कुछ भी नहीं है उस तरफ. देन ही स्टार्ट ड्राउनिंग. नहीं तो थोड़ा फ्लो रहता है. दे डोंट नो, दैट इज अ डिफरेंट एक्सपीरियंस. डर जाएगा, देन इमीडिएटली ही फॉरगेट स्विमिंग. सो कभी भी आप बाहर गए तो डायरेक्टली डोंट एंटर इनटू द वाटर. अगर लोकल पीपल है, नहीं तो आपके पास कुछ अच्छा स्विमर्स है, देन यू कैन गो फॉर दैट स्विमिंग. स्पेशली इन द बीचेस पानी डिफरेंट रहता है. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ रिप्स, rip currents, tides, okay, different, and rips are not in one place. Sometimes it is very safe, sometimes it is इधर रहता है, sometimes it moves to other place. Rip means पानी ज्यादा waves बाहर आते हैं ना, वो पानी जितना बाहर आ गया वो पानी पूरा एक जगह से अंदर जाने के लिए कोशिश करता है. That place called rip. वो दिखता है, waves कम दिखता, मगर आप अगर उधर हटक गया वो पानी आपको खींचते लेके जाएगा अंदर. आप जितना भी ट्राई करो अंदर खींचते रहता है. सो कभी भी आप जैसा समंदर के पास गया, लोकल लाइफ गार्ड्स रहता है, उनको इन्फॉर्म करिए विच प्लेस इज सेफ. यू कैन स्विम ओनली इन दोज प्लेसेस. ओके, अंडरस्टैंड? सो वाटर, वी आर नॉट नेचुरल विद द वाटर. पानी में अपन गए तो कुछ ना कुछ करते जाना है बचने के लिए. स्विमिंग करते जाना नहीं, ऐसा नहीं 2 मिनट में रेस्ट लेके फिर ट्राई करता हूँ बोलते. नो, every second you need to do something to survive yourself. So पानी के जाने के टाइम में be safe all the time. Okay? Okay. और कुछ डाउट है सर प्लीज? Then I want to. Yes, you can do that. अगर 5-6 people है, एक दूसरों को पकड़ लीजिए. Okay? The final person, he can hold the person, you can bring him out. There are a lot of techniques. Yes. But we need time as well as everything. Any doubts, sir? Please. Yeah, when infant is having high fever, okay, it causes epilepsy effects on them, seizures. Okay, it's like a fits. Children suddenly they get. When infants especially, if they get high temperatures, okay, usually what we do, we will take to the hospital. But if there is no hospital facility or heavily raining or something, no need to be scared. You can do something. Just check their temperature. If their temperatures are very high, okay, take lukewarm water, not hot, lukewarm water, and put a clean cloth. Okay, squeeze it, put it in the lukewarm water. Lukewarm बोले तो अपन स्नान करते हैं ना, उतना गर्मी. उसको स्क्वीज करके देन स्टार्ट टवलिंग देयर बॉडी. उसको बॉडी को पूरा अप्लाई करिए. 5 मिनट अप्लाई करिए, वेट फॉर 5 मिनट्स, अगेन यू अप्लाई. और बॉडी टेम्परेचर थोड़ा कम होता है, अगेन इट इंक्रीजेस. डू 3-4 टाइम्स, देन द बॉडी टेम्परेचर कम्स इनटू कंट्रोल. Then their activity will be normal. Once you are free, you can take them to hospital. Otherwise, you have to follow the same thing. Medication, first aid, no one tell you to do this medicine, because we are not doctors. Only doctors has to suggest what medicine we can take. Otherwise, we can follow only logical thinkings. Okay. Snake bite. Okay. Okay. There are 254 snakes varieties are there, but only 6 snakes are very poisonous. Remaining all snakes are no need to bother. Okay? Try to understand first. जैसा सांप को देखकर डरना जरूरत नहीं है. Number 1. नंबर 2, कभी भी स्नेक कैसा पहचान सकता है वो स्नेक पॉइजन और नॉट? वेरी सिंपल. ओके, स्नेक को आराम से पहचान सकता है बाय सीइंग इट्स हेड. जैसा स्नेक है, if it is poison snake, his head is in a triangular shape because of venom glands. It's not like a cylindrical shape, it is a triangular shape. You can see two snakes. This is cylinder shape and this is triangular snake, triangular head. I will do that. मैं आपका टाइम पूरा ले लिया इसीलिए तो जल्दी में आज I have to complete on time. Okay. Okay. So, if it is a cylindrical shaped head, that is non-poison. If it is triangular face, 99% they are poison. मगर सांप काटने के बाद अरे मेरा सिर देख लो मैं कैसा हूँ. It won't wait for you. Sometimes you may not notice what happened to you. It disappears. So by seeing the snake bitten place, जहाँ काटा वो जगह देख के भी अपन बोल सकता है. If there are very small 2 lines of teeth rows, that is non-poison. But if you can see 2 big puncture marks, along with sometimes you can't see the teeth also, only 2 big puncture marks, that is poison snake. Understand? अगर वो देखने के बाद तुरंत मत बोल अरे poison snake, इससे ज़्यादा इधर चढ़ता है, does it? Okay, so don't tell anything. Let him relax. इधर मैं थोड़ा लॉजिकल बोलता हूँ. अगर आदमी ज़्यादा घबरे में है तो क्या होता है? Heart functions very fast, blood circulation goes very fast. जहां काटा है उधर से venom also spreads very fast. Yes or no? So make him to calm, sit calm and quiet. Number 1. अगर हाथ में काटा, मेरे को लिटा दिया, नहीं तो किधर भी काटा, लिटा दिया, क्या होता है? ब्लड सर्कुलेशन आराम से होता है बॉडी में. If I am standing, if there is a snake bite on my hand or leg, still it takes time to come against the gravity. So ask him to sit, not sleeping position. Number 1, make him to sit down. Make him to calm down. Don't tell him that is poisoned or non-poisoned. Nothing. It is nothing. No need to worry. Tell him. Number 2. Number 3, don't make him to run also. Because if heartbeat is going fast, venom spreads fast. Number 1, keep him calm. Number 2, no movements. Number 3, don't make him to lie down in sitting position and the bitten place below the heart level. Okay? These 3 are common things. Okay. Okay. There is very simple bandage, it's called pressure bandage. Okay. If anybody gets snake bite, first we have to identify whether it is venomous or not. If it is venomous or not, even though give the same treatment. Okay, same first aid. Then we have to carry him to the hospital. Okay, he got a snake bite. Number 1.
Snakebite can be identified from a bite with 1 or 2 puncture marks. Following symptoms can include disturbed vision,
These are the symptoms.
nausea or
If a person
vomiting,
gets snake
a
bite,
headache,
disturbed
drowsiness,
vision, nausea,
pain in the
vomiting,
chest or
headache,
abdomen,
drowsiness,
shock,
pain in the
respiratory
chest or
failure
abdomen,
and
shock,
collapse.
respiratory failure or collapse. These are the symptoms. Okay.
Move
If a
away from
person
the
gets
snake before giving
Any
treatment.
snake bite,
Calm and
don't
reassure
do
the
first aid in
person.
the same place.
Make sure they remain as
If someone get at interior place, you got a snake bite, immediately don't sit there and don't do first aid. First bring him out of that danger place because snake might be around that place. So come to a safe place, okay, carry him, then you can do first aid.
still as possible. Apply a pressure immobilizing bandage to the bitten area, and then immediately apply a pressure immobilizing bandage to the entire limb. The bandage should be applied from the end of the limb up the entire length. The primary concern in the event of snakebite is to slow the venom's absorption through the lymph tissue of the body. The bandage should not be too tight. The aim is not to cut off blood flow.
Anybody can come here? Just
Do not
I will show
remove
you
the
once
bandage at
so
any
you easily
stage.
understand. Anybody? Yes, sir. You have to manage. Okay. Please sit in the chair. Okay. Just imagine this person got a snake bite on his hand. Okay. I am not raising his hand to put bandage easily. venom will go very fast. Okay, hand should be below the heart level. Number one. Okay, number two, you can put a small local bandage, but what exactly people do normally? इसके ऊपर थोड़ा रस्सी बांध लेते हैं टाइट, ऐसा नो, ऐसा बांध सके तो क्या होता, completely the venom will be at this place, there is no blood circulation. So if you stop blood circulation like that for completely, later they have to remove that hand, because if there is no oxygen supply for hours together, all cells will die, then they have to remove the hand. So you can see, yes, palpitation. You can see that those cases in Rajasthan, because in Rajasthan there are a lot of sand snakes. They are very poisonous. They used to get snake bite, and people, it takes hours together. So by the time they reach Jaipur, they used to get a lot of immobilization. So इसीलिए आपको राजस्थान में रहता है the first artificial limbs factory. Okay, so don't do that. Don't put a tight bandage. Okay, if you put a tight bandage, yes, he can be survived, but later losing some part from his body is not right. So what we are doing, take a crepe bandage. If crepe bandage is not there, whatever is there, sari is there, chunni is there, you can use that. Okay, and see how much time you take, that much time you are allowing venom to spread. So as soon as you see that, you have to do. See, snakes normally they are available like these compounds where we have interior. So you should have in your first aid kit like crepe bandages, and people should know how to use them. If you are in the city, no snake will be there. But when you are going outside, you should have your first aid kit. In that you have to have bandages. Okay. So when I am keeping the bandage, from where he got bite, from there I am putting the bandage tightly, not full tight, but tight. Okay. So I am rolling the bandage. Okay. How much tight you have to put means, I think everybody checked up blood pressure with the doctor. When he put, you can feel the pulse. Okay, like that you have to put pressure all the time. Don't raise his hand. And how long you can put this bandage, that much long you have to continue. Okay, from the bitten part to the heart. Okay. Keep your hand down. Now, this is finished here. If I get one more bandage, then I will start putting the bandage from top to bottom. Okay? Okay. Now, bandage is over. So, I close number one. Now, hand is immobilized. Number two, I close the hand and I put in his shirt inside, because I am completely immobilizing his hand movements. How much you immobilize, blood circulation will be minimized that much. So hand is not moving anywhere. Otherwise, I can put a bandage, I can make a cover, so I can tie here. Okay, number two. Number three, now I have to carry this person to hospital. So don't make him to walk. Don't make him to walk. Carry him into hospital in sitting position. Don't make him to lie on the stretcher, and don't carry in that position. Okay, once we reach to the doctor, two things we have to ensure. Number one, if you know the snake, what type of snake, you have to inform to the doctor. Okay, so it is easy to the doctor what medicine he has to give, because every venom is having its own antigen. Okay, when you give, if cobra bites, the antivenom will prepare from the same snake venom. So they give that. Otherwise, what they do is, doctor, he remove everything and he will see what symptoms are coming up. Based on that, they give medication. Okay, so we have to carry. So thank you, sir. Before I conclude this, I give you some simple story. एक आदमी, please, अब बैठिए आराम से. One person in Kolkata, from Kolkata, it is in Sundarban forest. They found one big snake, almost more than 12 to 15 feet long cobra, very rare cobra. So one professor in Kerala, he is having a hobby of catching those snakes. So as soon as he got information, he flew to Kolkata. From Kolkata, he went to Midnapur. From Midnapur, again 2 hours into the forest. So he took his driver and he went inside. When he is trying to catch the snake was so efficient, it escaped and bitten him. He didn't say anything. Just he asked everyone to keep quiet. He came back. He put on his own the pressure bandage. And what he has to do, he has to be alert. So he started driving on his own. He didn't take much time. He didn't take fast. Just he was driving at the same speed, coming back 2 hours. He informed to the doctor what happened to him. So he informed to the doctor, doctor मेरे को ऐसा snake bite हुआ. पहले already बोल दिया, अगर कुछ हुआ तो आप ready हो जाओ. The doctor is ready with the medication. As soon as he went, they removed that and they have seen till where the venom is spread. From the bitten place, it spread till 6 inches because the pressure, whatever I applied, try to understand logic. You can see there are venom pipes. Okay, these are veins. The veins are just below the surface of the skin, which will carry blood towards your heart. Okay, deoxygenated blood. But the fine blood, oxygenated blood, those will be on the bone or inside the muscle. So when I put this pressure, I am putting pressure only on the surface of the skin. अगर इधर से बच गया प्रेशर इधर है, इधर से बच गया प्रेशर. So continuous pressure इधर तक आने के लिए बहुत देर लगता है. But heart is functioning. There is a slight oxygen supply towards to the wound. So oxygen थोड़ा सा भी है, so that part will not become gangrene नहीं होगा. Okay, so that is the way we can control the bleeding. We can control the blood circulation. We can control the spreading of the venom. He took the medication. Doctor has given anti-medication. In 2 hours again, he came back. He caught the same snake. Okay, so what I want to say is, many cases, people are not dying because of snake venom. They are dying because of the fear. If you can give, because many places they do mantram, something they put, 90% of the snakes are not poison, so 90 times it works. Okay, so 10 times we ignore that. But normally, snakes, poison snakes are not much available, but if they are available, we have to follow the pressure bandage. And don't make him to run or feel pressure. Just carry him to the hospital before going. Call somebody what happened. If you have any camera, just take a photograph, because by seeing the snake head, they can understand what type of snake. So they can give first aid for that. Okay? Sir, same, sir. Any poisonous, we have to follow the same. Okay, we are doing only one thing. We are minimizing the spreading of the venom towards your heart by doing a bandage. I am not giving any clues of medication or any other practices. We have to minimize the circulation of the venom or spreading of the venom. That's only the thing. We do first aid only for that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know. Last time I heard about him. Yeah. Actually, we are not, we are away from the snakes. Those people, you are from Northeast. Those people, yeah, those people, they enjoy the snakes. Even Orissa, Jharkhand people also, they are very much, they play with them. Okay. So, any doubts, sir? Can I close the session? So, I request ma'am, please. I think I took more time. Usually it is only till 8 o'clock, but half an hour extra. Please, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, I am not much educated. I learned by seeing some problems. I thought I had to learn some life science skills. My first intention, I'm a national swimmer. I played for Andhra Pradesh for 3 years. So Hyderabad was flooded in 98, 99, I think completely. There was a lot of waters. I'm alone. I thought as a swimmer, I can do service to the people. So Only a swimmer can do help to the people. Football player, okay, can play football, but when floods comes, they can't do. My search, okay, I can do something better. So I resigned my job and I started life saving activities. Thank you. No, I have attended many courses. I'm qualified beach lifeguard. Means I think many people have seen Baywatch. So I train people like in the beaches how to save. From there again, I upgraded myself as a disaster management trainer. So when flood comes, I train people like Indian Army, NDRF, SDRF, these people, how to save people, how to drive boats, how to rescue, and how to do CPR if their heart stops. That is what. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
थैंक यू वंस अगेन जैकब भाई,
Thank you.
बहुत सुंदर रीति से बहुत सारी बातें कवर किया आपने.
Time भी waste करा. Sorry.
No, no, it's okay. Yeah. So maybe some more techniques are there, but sometimes we will ask you to come again, because this month we have already lined up all 3 weeks for Sunday evening talk. Speakers are there who are coming from different places of India. So next week, Dr. Shubha Neil from Mumbai, she will be here as she is a gynecologist by profession, but she is the Brahma Kumari's Divine Garbh Sanskar programs inventor, and she is research guide for that. So she will be here and she will be conducting a medical, health talk. So all of you are welcome. And after that, third week of this month, we are having Brother E.V. Girish for Sunday evening talk. And next week also we have one more coach, as a life skills coach as well as Brahma Kumari spiritual coach. So he will be here for the Sunday evening talk. So maybe in December or January, whenever it is mutually convenient, we will ask you for one more session. Yeah, other than these topics, you can teach us. So thank you once again for your precious time.
Thank you.
And
Thank you very much.
thank you all for sparing your time so much. And of course, this is our own benefit we are learning for, right? So we can apply all these skills if at all necessary.